Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be testing out and reviewing a new launch from e.l.f. This is their Camo Powder Foundation. Now this retails for $11 US and you can find it in 30 different shades. I grabbed the shade Light 210 Neutral to test out today, which looks like this. I got quite lucky in finding this particular shade because I didn't know that they were releasing or that they were launching a new foundation. I found out about it like the day after it launched, and by the time that I got to the website, the Ulta website, everything was sold out except for this particular shade in the lighter range and then one or two of the deeper shades. So got lucky. Now, as far as the details for this foundation, it is a primer infused pressed powder foundation that is going to deliver anywhere from medium to full coverage. So you can build it up to full, but it is meant to deliver at least medium coverage. This is going to give us a nice even finish with an airbrush effect, and it is also supposed to be lightweight, long lasting. It's not going to look cakey. It's not going to crease. It's talc free. And this is meant for all skin types, and it's going to deliver a natural finish. It's also supposed to keep the shine at bay. Personally, for me, I tend to get shiny here along the T-zone. I'm pretty oily, but I'm normal everywhere else. I'm excited to wear this. Let's get right into it. But before I apply the foundation, I am going to go ahead and take care of the under eye area. Since this is a powder foundation, I don't want to do a liquid concealer on top of the powder foundation. I want to do all my powders at the end. So I'm going to just jump off camera really quickly in order to correct, conceal, set, and then I'll be back for the foundation. All right, I'm back. Concealer is ready to go, nice and set. This is what this particular shade looks like. Looks like that. As you can see, it is definitely a neutral shade, which I tend to like more than warm tone shades because sometimes, depending on the foundation or depending on the brand, the warm tone shades can pull very yellow or they can pull too warm. And so usually I find that when I stick to something more neutral, it's good to go, right? It's pretty good, at least for me. Now this comes with a mirror, which is great. And it also comes with this little sponge underneath. I don't really want to use, I think I'm going to use a foundation brush for this, but like a dense, soft one. So I'm just going to apply it with my Real Techniques. What is this called? This is their buffing brush. I've had this one for such a long time. So I'm just going to take a little bit with the brush. And I'm gonna do the right side first. Okay, so the brush is definitely giving more light, like light medium coverage, if that, honestly, but it did help to even things out. Let me try this sponge that it comes with. Oh yeah. We'll just do the sponge. All right, so there's the one layer. I like the shade. I like the shade, definitely neutral, and I like the coverage. It is very, very lightweight, so it doesn't feel like you're wearing anything, and it is evening things out really, really nicely. I'm only gonna do half the face for now so that I can show you guys a close-up of the before and after. So far, so good. All right, so we are good to go over here on the right side. Let me zoom you guys in so that you can get a closer look at the before and the after. Okay, so this is the before, and this is the after. I really like it. It is somewhat blurring like the pores a little bit right here, but overall it really did help even out the skin. So let's continue over on the left side. And I'm going to try to build it up a little bit more over here. So even though I wasn't too crazy about using the sponge to apply my foundation today, it actually is working out really well. All right, so I'm going to try to build up coverage a little bit right here. Oh yeah, this is really nice. It is definitely lightweight. I don't feel like I have much of anything on my face. So this is the full face. Now, as far as the undertone of this, I think it might be pulling a little bit more cool tone because you can clearly see it like from my concealer to here. So definitely a little bit more cool than neutral. That's okay. We're going to wear it today and I'll be able to warm it up with like bronzer. So it's not a big deal at all. As far as what the skin looks like, as you saw, it looks really nice and even. I like it. I like it so far. So let me jump off camera one last time in order to finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Makeup is done. Ready to continue on with my day. So far, I love this foundation. It's really, really nice. I can see what all the hype is about. It's very, very lightweight, but it completely just leaves you with this nice, even, airbrushed look, airbrushed finish. Everything looks just so nice and smooth and not heavy whatsoever. I love it. The only thing that I did have to do is I had to brighten the under eye area just a little bit because it was looking off, like my concealer shade was looking a little off next to the foundation because the foundation is just, like I said, a little bit cooler, a little bit lighter than what I thought it was going to be. But other than that, it looks great. I love it. So we'll see how it wears. It's currently 12:01. I will be back in about 4 hours in order to, well, it's 4 hours, in order to do a midday check-in. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in natural lighting. Right now I have my soft boxes, but my blinds are open. So you're getting a little bit of natural lighting, but this is definitely more studio than anything. So when I come back at 4, I'm going to stand in front of the window and that way you guys can see this in natural lighting. And yeah, we'll see what it's doing at that point in time. So anyway, I'll see you guys back here in a few hours for my midday check-in. All right, so I'm back for a quick midday check-in. It is currently 4:12, so I've had this on for a solid 4 hours. This is the foundation along the face. I do see oiliness right here, as you can clearly see. I'm oily along the T-zone, but nothing too bad. And I did look in between my frown lines just to see if it broke up around there, which it doesn't seem to have, which is great. Along the face, along the cheeks, or the rest of the face rather, it looks great. It still looks really good. It's still there, which I'm surprised by because powder foundations, I don't know. To me, they just don't last as long. So anyway, still there. It's still there on this side as well. The skin is still looking really nice. Not too matte, not too oily. It looks really healthy, which I love. Around the mouth though, I do feel like I did lose just a little bit of coverage right here. You know, along the chin area, the usual spots around the mouth, and around the nose a little bit as well. But overall, this foundation still looks great. Anyway, that's it for now. I will see you back here in a few more hours for my final thoughts on this foundation. All right, I am back for my final check-in of the day. It is, what time is it? It is currently 7:39, which means I've had this on for almost a solid 8. I'm just going to call it 20 minutes is really not going to make a difference. Before I get into what I think about this foundation after wearing it for an entire day, I'm going to zoom you guys in one last time so that you can get a good look around the face after 8 hours of wear. All right, per usual, we're going to start off with the sides of my face, the cheek area, and of course I've got the same situation going on over here on the right side. Now along the forehead, of course, we're finishing off the day a little dewy. I kind of thought that we would, so there's that. And along the nose, the foundation is pretty much all gone. And same goes for the area around the mouth. Now, I don't notice it cracking. I don't see it cracking. I didn't really see it settling, but I did notice that it wore off primarily right here. So 8 hours later, what do I think about this foundation? I actually really, really like it. It's really nice. It's super lightweight. You cannot feel this foundation on the skin whatsoever. It's super lightweight. It's very, very comfortable. You don't feel like you're wearing a full coverage or even like a high medium coverage foundation at all. It stays put for the most part, but of course, you're gonna lose coverage around the places that you tend to touch or that you rub or just, you know, around here when you're eating and whatnot. So the one thing that I do like is that it does come in this like nice little compact case with a mirror. So you can just take this with you and just reapply as needed because it does build up quite nicely here. Let me see if I can build it up around the nose where I'm kind of feeling that I lost coverage. Yeah, you see, it looks great. So here I am just reapplying after 8 hours. And it looks really good. I should give you guys a close-up. I should bring you close. Hold on. Let me just finish reapplying. And then that way you can see what it looks like. Now I'm doing it with a beauty blender just because it was right here. It's what I used in order to blend out my concealer, but it does come with this, you know, little sponge, one that I'm assuming you could wash, I think. If not, I'm pretty sure that you can get these at like any cosmetic store, like Ulta, or even at grocery stores perhaps. Anyway, I like the fact that there's a spot for it, and so you can just put it in there, put it in your purse, and you can reapply throughout the day as needed. I just did that. Let me zoom you guys in so that you can see what this looks like. All right, so here it is, reapplied along the nose, and look at that. I mean, it looks good. It looks good. Overall, I would say this is definitely a steal. It's definitely something that I highly, highly recommend once it comes back in stock, of course, because like I said, it's gone everywhere. I checked on the e.l.f. Website and every shade is gone. So I can understand, now I understand, I see why. This is very comfortable, it's full coverage, and it lasts. It really, really does. And you can take it with you and just reapply as needed, and it's no big deal. I mean, like I showed you, the nose, right? So overall, I'm really happy about this one, and I absolutely will continue to reach for it. So if you were kind of on the fence or you're like, what the heck's the big deal? Like, why is everybody losing it? This is why. It's great. It's great. Overall, I really like this foundation. So that completes today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's product review and that you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. And also don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, where I absolutely love to interact with you guys. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.